Okay. Good landing. All right. Let's go ahead and park it up. Actually, let's just zoom in on our map a little bit. Okay. Oh, we probably should have got off there. That would have been a good runway turn off. Yeah, I'm up. That's fine. It's fine. We can turn around. Not a big deal. Let's go and get our flaps up. And is it getting late? Let's go ahead and check on the maintenance of the A310, and then probably, you know, find somewhere to rest before heading out tomorrow morning. Now it's probably not where I left. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they did call me and ask if they could move it around to maintenance. So wasn't really sure where they were gonna have it parked up, but it seems like right here is where they got it. Right here should be fine. Okay, park it. There we go.
Tues system test. Okay.
All right. Looks like they did a good job.
If you take another step towards that plane, you're dead. Are you Dalton?
Yeah, how do you know my name?
I'm the night watchman here. And more importantly, I'm the man who's gonna save your life. 4 Chinese stormed this aircraft. The second you get on board, you will be killed.
You're kidding, right?
They know you have the diary. Even if you miraculously overpower the ones on the VH-NYX, they have fighters waiting for you.
What about fighters? Do you have any? Rafales? F-18s? Tomcats?
No, we send them all to try and to take out the Chinese one.
Then I go rogue. I pull all the breakers on the transponder, keep it below 500 feet, and blast out under their radar, net toward the coast.
Dalton, you are missing the geometry of the trap. A standard airframe cannot accelerate fast enough to clear the missile engagement basket. The Chinese have supersonic air-to-air missiles already prepared on the rail. At your current cruise speed, there are no escape zone covers the entirety of northern France. They will paint you, fire, and turn you into a debris field over the English Channel before you can even signal for help.
There has to be a way out. I'm not leaving that diary. Think. But if I map a flight path directly through the commercial shipping lanes, force them to filter radar noise.
Unless you have a plane parked out of there that can fly out of here at sustained supersonic speeds, I'm afraid you are not getting out of Paris alive.
Supersonic.
Where are you going?
Oh, no, nothing. I'm just gonna go,
Stay safe.
yeah, thank you.
2 hours later.
Sierra Delta. Let's see if those Olympians still turn. Anyways, guys, hello and welcome back to another Spirit of Shadows on MSFS story. As you heard, we aren't making it out of here alive if we can't go supersonic. And not even supersonic is fast enough. Twice the speed of sound is what we need to travel. And I believe this plane right here will be our ticket. Let me just go ahead and grab these stairs and then we'll head on up in there. Alright, made it up here. And, okay. Alright, this doesn't seem too bad. That's a couple gauges and... Oh. Oh, okay, that's a couple more... I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see. Is there a... Ooh, down here? Is that a... Aha! Owner's Workshop Manual. And Event by Dean Crawford. I think we want the Workshop Manual. This might have some stuff in it. Ah, yes. How we start. How to start the engines. Make sure ESP switches are turned on. I would imagine, I guess those would be over here. I mean, I feel like anything related to starting the engines is going to be done by the flight engineer. ESP switch. Ah, ESP main. Startled me a little bit. But, hey, we have power. And, oh, we have fuel. You know, I didn't think we'd actually get this far, but this might actually work. We have power, we have fuel. Huh. Alright, EPU on. Oh, there we go. Alright. And engine bleed valves on. Let me guess, this on the valve panel? Yeah, I got these. Alright, make sure these are on. And make sure the cross feeds are on. Okay. There we go. And then we just start the engine. It says then just set engine starting switch. And we start the engine. That was somehow easier and also as complex as I thought it would be. Well, let's just make sure there's nobody nearby. Okay. Nobody's quite caught on to what we're doing yet. So let's just quickly get these engines started and then we can taxi out. So engine 3 it says to start first, so that is starting. Yeah, I can see the RPMs are coming up. So once that's alive, I think we can probably then start, it says engine 2. I mean, 30%, that should be pretty good. Alright, engine 2 on. And then I think we should probably start trying to taxi before anybody else figures out what we're doing. We'll get that up to 50% power. We'll let 2 sit there for a little bit. Oh, there's the parking brake. Okay. Come on, move. There we go. Alright, she's alive and well. Alright, let's bring that back a little bit. And reach over here, get the 1 and 4 started. But once the engines are on, we can turn the EPU off. I guess I will do that once we get on the runway. And then should do a flight control check. Yeah, that feels good. Okay. Yeah, flight controls feel good. Love it. Alright. Gosh, it's so hard to see.
Since pilots couldn't see out of the plane because of angled landing, engineers put together a solution.
The Concorde featured a droop snoot.
Droop snoot?
Yeah, the snoot would droop.
The snoot drooped.
Right, this is the Concorde. We need to droop the snoot. Droop the snoot. The snoot shall droop. Yes. Yes, do it. Yeah, it was connected to the flaps, yeah. There we go, now we can see a bit better. Still, the light's not great. I don't want to turn on too many lights, but maybe we can turn on at least our anti-collision so people don't crash into us. But yeah, I don't want to make ourselves too obvious. Alright, but here's the runway right here, so we probably should, turn. And, yeah, I don't see anybody coming after us. So I think we're good to, punch it. We're heading back to Singapore. Well, I guess first, maybe I should just go ahead and stop for a second. Because I gotta turn this off. Oh, it automatically turns off. Oh, that's smart. We checked that, Okay. Alright, go. Alright, afterburners. Go, and punch it. We're doing the punching of it. I guess now we can turn our lights on. No one's catching us now. No one's gonna catch us now. We're already gone. Catch us if you can. Oh, okay, that was a violent pitch up. Alright, where are we going? I didn't set a heading or anything. We want to go east. Let's try and get our nose down a little bit. Oh, probably get the gear up. Let's get the flight directors on. 90 degrees, track heading. Are we flying 90 degrees? No, we're flying north. Let's make a turn towards 90 degrees. Alright, probably should get that out. What you yelling about? Auto throttle? I guess we probably should turn that on. Probably should let the automatics do this. I'm probably doing a horrible job. Alright. Let's, I was worried that was like... Okay, yeah, we got the nose up. Oh, and wow. It got a whole lot quieter in here after we did that. Alright, let's get the autopilots on. Alright, that's good. Let's get the auto throttles on. That's good. Let's get max climb, I think, is probably what we want. Heading 90 degrees. And plane take the wheel. Alright, cool. We probably don't need this on afterburners on anymore, so we'll turn those off. And, okay, we'll just let it climb. I think we'll need the afterburners again once we get up closer to our Mach numbers, but we're just gonna check everything. Now that we are underway, trim tanks. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, center of gravity is 53.5. I believe we can move that around with this, but it seems to be pretty good, so we're probably okay. Okay, takeoff, landing lights, reheat, full power, rotate. Yeah, once we get to 10,000 feet, we can turn our lights off, which we have just passed. Alright, lights coming off. At least those ones. And maybe I should probably turn my beacons on. Everything's fine. And then I think we set these to the engine ratings, or these are set to takeoff. I think we can now set these to flight mode, yeah. There we go. So these are set to flight. Oh, and these ones. No, those are set to auto. That's the auto throttle. Oh, these ones up here. Yeah, these are set to climb. So I guess once we get into cruise, we can change those over as well. But we seem to be pretty good. Got off the ground without a hitch. And we can tell that we are rapidly climbing. That's pretty cool. 390. I think I will do IAS hold. IAS acquisition. You gotta turn that off. Pitch hold, IAS hold. There we go. So hold the pitch, hold the speed, because we're getting close to this barber pole line, and something tells me we shouldn't go past it. And I mean, it makes sense too. If you think about it, as we climb higher, the higher Mach we can go. So right now we're kind of limited to a pretty low Mach. Yeah, our Mach is kind of limited. Oh, I did heading hold, not pitch hold. Okay. Heading hold, 90. Actually, I should probably see where our actual airport is that we want to go to is. Obviously, I didn't do any flight plan because, well, you know, this is not exactly legal. Direct to... What's the code for... Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Alright, OTHH. That is our airport code. Oh. And then I guess T H. No. Clear. 4GH. Okay, so if you stop, then it kind of goes. Okay, OTHH, destination, direct to. Navigate down, navigate up. Performance, data. Oh, we're climbing. Are we maintaining good speeds? Yeah, I think so. We're already at 27,000 feet. I didn't even realize we had gotten so high. Let's crank this all the way up to 400. So heading, hold, and then IAS acquisition. Okay, I think we're gaining speed now. Alright, so we'll do that. And then OTHH direct to. Flight plan waypoints. Waypoint OTHH direct to. Did I do it right? Direct to erase. Temporary direct R6. I guess that. Oh, no, okay. No, I wanted the other one. Waypoint, OTHH, temporary direct. Yep, there it is. End of flight plan is our direct to. Awesome. Amazing. Love it. So if we go to our flight plan, there it is. Destination. Direct to. So now if I go nav mode, LNAV mode. There we go. It's doing something. I think I'm going to set this to 40,000. Let's do altitude hold. IAS acquisition. There we go. Okay. So we'll hold here at 30,000 for a little bit, gain our speed up. All right, perfect. Look at me, knowing how to use the system on the airplane. So from user, so our destination is that. Yes, yes. Oh, I guess it doesn't really show much, does it? Rad nav. I mean, you probably could figure something out from that. Radio navigation. Progress page. Update at report. Predictive GPS. Destination OTH. Satellites. Deselected. Okay, I guess it's expecting us to get there at a time and a place. And I don't understand the half of it, so it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. We're flying east. That's good. I just wanted to make sure you were flying east. Oh wow, look at that down there. What a sight of Paris. Look at that. That is beautiful. Is that right in the middle where the Eiffel Tower is, or is it like not quite in the middle because reasons? Either way, that is beautiful. Oh, and look at the airport we just left from. Or I think that might be the airport we just left from, or another airport, I'm not sure. And look at the lights leading everybody in. Oh man, that's so cool. I feel like it's gotta be a different airport. We've probably covered a lot of distance by now. It might not even be Paris right there. Either way, I just know we are cruising. And we have punched through Mach 1. That is impressive. Okay, well I think we can probably initiate a climb. So let's altitude acquisition and get those afterburners back on so we can punch through the sound barrier again. Or not again, but for the first time we can get through this sound barrier. And we can yeah, we don't need IAS acquisition or IAS hold actually, just go beams. Go beams. Go beams mode. Yes, there we go. Punch it. And as you can see, yeah, the stripy line is moving. So because we've gained some altitude, the stripy line has moved, meaning we can go the Neumes. Lower down, going the Neumes is a bad idea because of something called air pressure. Oh, we got a little map down here, actually. So yeah, I can zoom this out. 40, 160, 320. Okay, it's like a radar. But still, that's pretty cool. We can kind of see where we're going. And that we're heading kind of roughly 120 degrees that way. That's pretty cool. It might be good to set that to turbulence mode? Map mode? Okay, so that's the map. I guess weather, we can see if there's any weather. That's probably good to do. Make sure we avoid any storms. Although I think once we get high enough, those aren't really going to be an issue anymore. Well, I am loving this. There is a lot to think about for sure. Like fuel heaters. Do we even need those? I don't know. I mean, the fact that it's negative 50 degrees outside, maybe. Maybe we need those. What's this? Mach 2, 500 knots, indicated at 55,000 feet. Ground speed for ETA, GS equals TAS plus minus wind. Oh, so to estimate your time of arrival. So Mach 2 equals 500 knots at 55,000 feet. Interesting. So that way you can estimate how long it's going to take to get there. And then rule of 60. 260 knots ground speed is 6 nautical miles per minute. And then for descent, 100 nautical miles from DME at 20,000, 300 knots ground speed is 20 minutes at 1,000 feet per minute. Well, that's all good to know. I'm glad that got left in here. Oh, looks like there's a big old chart here too. That's a bit too low resolution for me to read. Well, that's useful. A lot of useful information. A lot of very useful information. Anyway, are we at... We're at 35,000. We could keep climbing. We're kind of right at our airspeed buffer, though. Oh, and our center of mass is kind of not where it should be. Trim tanks automaster rearward. And then maybe open inlet valve? And then maybe open an outflow valve on here. Oh, yeah, pump on maybe one of these tanks.
11 minutes later.
Oh, what's going on here? Something I did caused something bad to happen. I don't know, autopilot, you can regain whatever it is. And I just don't know how to pump the fuel back. It's gotta be one of these.
More moments later.
Alright, we are at 40,000, altitude hold. You probably keep climbing. Yeah, let's just... Maybe we'll climb to like... Keep it gradual. Do like 44. We're almost at 500 knots, which is Mach 1.4. Punching through it, absolutely punching through it. One of these switches is gonna make the fuel go backwards. One of these switches is gonna do something. Oh shoot, we're past the speed. Power back, power back, power back, power back, power back, power back. Come on, keep climbing. Alright, there we go. Brought the power back. We're at Mach 1 point, whatever. Probably go into max cruise, actually. Max climb, yeah, sure. Alright, and then check pumps. Pump on, pump on. Pump on, pump on. Oh look, there we go, that finally works. We're sending the fuel backwards, right?
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
There we go, we figured it out. Or me, with the help of ChatGPT, telling them that this was totally a, you know, fictitious exercise and not at all anything real. Had a bunch of switches in the wrong position. Guess that's what happens when you just mess with things. Yeah, okay. I'll leave it there for now. Let's see, are we Mach 2 yet? Not quite. Ooh, we are actually overspeeding a little bit, but the plane hasn't complained about it. We should be climbing. Why aren't we ascending? Nose up. There you go. You'll figure it out. I believe in you. I mean, we can probably set this all the way up to max height and just let it slowly work its way up there. If I were to word properly. Anyways, now we can get on with a supersonic time lapse. Kaboom!
Every day it's getting heavier. The world keeps weighing on my shoulders. Every step I get more warier. Dreaming about when I was younger. Take me to places where no one will let me down. Keep me far from the ground. Feel my heart racing where everything's small down below. I want to feel the vertigo.
Alright. Time to begin our descent down from supersonic cruise. Take a look at that, though, from all the way up here. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, it's time to, violate the engines. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Violate the engines, there we go. And then I believe we can just use this nose down to adjust said vertical speed. Alright, probably begin the descent or something. Something, begin the descent, something. There we go. Oh gosh, 4,000. We don't need quite that much descent. 2,000 feet per minute should be fine. Alright, if you look ahead down here, that is Dammam, Saudi Arabia. And then right down here, on this stretch of land, is Doha. Right on this little peninsula here. And actually, I do want to see... Yeah, so we have our waypoints for the runway. Go all the way out here. Give ourselves a nice long trail in. We'll direct to this. And that's a heading of 128. Direct waypoint. G-O-L-S-I. Temporary direct. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we're turning. So now we're maintaining about 128. And then we should be able to pull up a map on here. Yeah, here we go. So we can go here. It shows 2 separate waypoints. Alright, we can just maybe go manual once we get to this waypoint. Alright, we gotta pump fuel forward actually now. Alright, runway's in sight. We really need to get some speed down though. I might need to do a circuit. We might be just too high up to make it. Which is fine. Yeah, we still have a lot of excess speed, so I think we're just going to do a pattern. That's okay. It happens. Just want to try and get lined up with the heading of the runway. Well, we'll just fly down this way a little bit. At least our airspeed has gotten back under control. So we'll just maintain doing it this. We're just coming in at 350 knots. Yeah, don't think we're going to be able to make a landing doing that. Just don't think it's really going to work that well. We can set that to hold. Our altitude is set to hold. And we're just coming around for another loop. But yeah, I mean, our final goal is Singapore. We definitely do not have the range to make it there. That is why we are stopping here. Alright, and would it be possible to do the, frequencies? ATIS. Approach. Runway 16 left. ILS 108.7. Is that this down here? TFR. Probably don't have enough time to figure this out right now. No, we missed the runway. Maybe we can figure this out. Let's try this. TFR frequency. So this needs to be all the way down to 108. No, that doesn't go down there. It goes to 118 and then it loops around. So it's definitely not that. Okay, ADF. One 08. HF. Okay, I definitely don't think it's any of these. Maybe it's this thing that says nav. Love that we figured that out. 3-4. Actually, it would be 3-4 right. Would be the runway. And let's go ahead and get that snoot down. Just so we can kind of see a little bit. Yeah, 3-4 right is the same frequency. If we do... Oh no, 3-4 right is 110. So if we do that, it's 110... 1? Okay. Yeah, I think we might be lined up for this with how much we've overshot everything. Let's go to 300. turn on localizer mode. Maybe it'll find it. Maybe it won't. Who knows? Maybe we'll just end up going in circles. Or lining up for 3-4 left. Runway 3-4 left. Okay, 1119. There we go. Let's line up for that one, he says. It'll be fine, he says. Yeah, we're pretty much lined up for that one now. Cool. Love it, love that. Okay, let's do some more descending. Let's do some localizer mode. Let's do all the things. Vertical speed. Descent. Let's do the landing things. Please. Or you know what? Forget it. I can do it fine myself. The plane wasn't listening, so we take matters into our own hands. Okay. You see, it was all fine. It was all fine. It was all 100% fine. I guess we figure out where we, get some fuel around here, huh? Real quickly, because despite our mad dash, I'm sure the Chinese are right behind us, so... let's see if I can't, maybe pull into here? I'm sure we can power back out of here. I'll see if I can, call anybody up. Alright. Park and break in. I'll go see if I can find somebody. Yeah, I guess I should call them on the radios.
1 hour later.
Alright, so it has been a little bit of time. But, yeah, they were able to get the fuel in. Only on the left side, though. Because I wanted to leave the right side engines running so that we can, you know, get out of here as quickly as possible. And if we check here, yeah, all our fuel is, like, on the left side. So I believe what we can do is should be able to, yeah, shut off these pumps. Turn on these pumps. Turn off these inflows. And then we should be able to shunt the fuel over to this side. Keep that inlet open, keep all these pumps on, and then we should hopefully start pumping fuel, not forward and aft, but just left and right. So we just want all outflow to here. Does it have to go, it might have to go through this trim tank in the back, maybe it can't flow directly. So right pump on. And we have to open this inlet valve. And open this inlet valve. So fuel's going to the back here. And then it's getting shunted over, I think. Fuel is being transferred from the left side of the aircraft to the right side. It is taking a while, though. So, I mean, it should be fine for us to just boogie on out of here. Come on, engines. Why won't you turn back on? I did everything you said.
Many, many minutes later.
Okay, there we go, finally. Wiggled the switch a bunch and eventually it finally worked. Well, let's get out of here. Back her up. Back her on up. Wait, didn't I want to go the other way, I think? Yeah, I think I did. It'll be fine, we can turn around here. Alright, well, I think we could probably get away. Oh no, yeah, we do just want to take down going this way, right? Because this is southeast. Yeah. Alright, so we can just get away with just heading straight this way. So we're supposed to go this way. And, something, probably should use the whole runway. But, I do not care. Did you hear that? I do not care. Alright. Bye-bye, Doha. Alright, we can probably get all that up. We have the power. Get the nose on. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Seal it up. Seal it up. And quiet. Love that. Alright. Heading... I'm gonna set it to, like... I don't know. Yeah, set it to 220 until we figure out what the heck we're doing. Check attitude. Yeah, why are we doing this? Please just... I'm altitude holder. I'm holding your altitude right now. Alright, now go max climb. Alright. Sometimes this thing just needs to be babied a little bit. Anyway, how's our fuel transfer coming along? Looks good. I think if I just leave everything how it is, the fuel will just pump over as we burn it. Shouldn't really be much to worry about. Hopefully. This one's underfilled and this one's 3 and 4. How do we... Where's the inlet valves for 3 and 4? Okay. Those pumps pump to the engine tanks. These pumps pump to the engine tanks. Okay. Yeah, those pumps are important. That those pump to the engine tanks. But yeah, the engines almost just ran out of fuel. So, glad we figured that out. There we go. So we can pump our fuel back. There we go. Okay. So now our center of mass is coming back to about where we want it. And we're getting fuel from the left to the right. Okay. Well, that was a bit of excitement for today, wasn't it? Oh, look at those little islands down there. I wonder if anybody's on those islands and looking up and it's like, is that a Concorde? No, it's your imagination. This definitely isn't. Oh, and right, gosh, this life has been so hectic recently. I completely forgot about the note we got from France. Luckily, I keep them on me, and I don't ever leave them in the plane, because that would be a stupid idea. So yeah, as you can see here, the code is getting ever further filled out the more information we gather. I still think it's some kind of coordinate, but we haven't really gotten the north or the west or any of that part of the coordinates yet. But, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. But for now, we just need to get to Singapore.
Sweep me off my feet to somewhere new. Lift me high like there's no gravity. Climb up higher to look at the view. My problems fade into the city. Take me to places where no one will let me down. Keep me far from the ground. Feel my heart race.
Alright. It's that time again where we commit the war crimes. So get those down so that we can begin our descent. And we have gone through the fuel. As you can see, the only fuel remaining is just a little bit left in our feed tanks. We're getting underfill lights, so it's a good thing we're we're beginning our top of descent. Pretty much rinsed through the whole supply. I did just adjust our course so that we would be heading towards not exactly the airport, but you know, a beacon, the threshold for the landing. Bitep, and then from that we turn and we land one of these runways. This has been a fun plane to fly. It really has. Yeah, we can see our waypoints there. And I would adjust the trim, but we have pretty much used all the fuel in our trim tanks. In terms of trim fuel, we have no trim fuel. The only fuel we have is for the engines. Oh, for 20, do we need to do like a loop around? We might fly over, do a teardrop loop, and then come back in for runway 20. Alright, we are approaching our waypoint now at an altitude of 10,000 feet. So that means the landing lights can come on. And once we see the white of the waypoint's eyes, we can turn left, heading to 0. I'll just pull this up over here so you guys can see what I'm seeing. We're down here. The two runways are here and here, left and right. Here's 0, oh, that's 02 center. Okay, 02 left is over there. Oh, those seem kind of short. Luckily we're doing 20 right. Or no, we are doing this one over here. It's probably long enough. Yeah, 20 right. Oh yeah, it's got an extended threshold. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. So yeah, like I said, we were going to be flying over, then doing a circuit, and then landing on 02 right. 02 right. So we'll just fly this way a little bit. We could maybe do a slight descent to like 5,000 feet. That would probably be fine. It has to be very slight though. At like 1,000 feet per minute. There we are. Or even less. Perfect. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. But perfect. I could probably pop the visor down to make things easier to see. Although, I don't really know if that's going to do much in this fog. Ooh. Yeah, the fog from this direction is very bad. Yeah, landing 02 right in this. Yeah, looking at my map, looking, we're pretty much lined up for 02 right. This might be something for auto land. Sounds like there's a storm a-brewing. It is Singapore. Ooh. I don't like that. Can we, like, not do that? I don't like it. It broke free from it. But yeah, it is sitting right above the airfield. Luckily the other runway we're planning to land on is a bit further away. Let's head a little bit off course. This way. I don't even know. I should have looked if that's seen if that was showing up on our weather radar. Yeah, we're getting some little bits around. Obviously that big storm's behind us, but we'll see if it shows up when we make our U-turn right here. Okay. That did not work. I don't know what the plane was doing, but that's not what I want you to do. Especially right now. Okay, seatbelts on. This is gonna get crazy.
Dad! There's a Concorde landing in Singapore!
There's a what?
Oh, wait, that's the taxiway. Shoot, shoot, shoot. That's the taxiway. Runway's here. Cool. And down. And brakes, and brakes, and brakes, and brakes. It is thundering out there. Why aren't we slowing down? Why aren't we slowing down? Brakes. Brakes. Auto throttle! Come on, 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 come on. Whew. It's fine. It was fine. It was fine. It was fine. I wasn't worried. You were worried. That lightning, though, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I want it to stop.